I'm here at Sears Farm Park Road. This is a small park in the town of Cary. It sits between a few neighborhoods. It's purely a recreational park. I mean, it has a playground, a field, basketball goal, and a few other things. But it's really just here for the enjoyment of the surrounding neighborhoods. The field is big enough to have a neighborhood football game on, but it really isn't even big enough to have a regulation soccer game on, so it can't even be used for that purposes, as a lot of multi-purpose parks are. But before we get into some of the risk management stuff, I'm going to take you around the park so you can see what the lay of the land is. Alright, I guess this is probably the best place to start. As you can see, this is a very attractive looking sculpture that sits right at the entrance of the park. And it's meant for play, so kids can run around on this wheel right here and they'll spin that at the top. And one of the problems with it, as you can see, it's metal, all right? And if you didn't see this sign at the beginning that says that the benches and sculpture may be hot, this did not used to be here. Because, in the summer, this is North Carolina, you can get into the 90s. In the summer, it can get very, very hot. So it's burned a couple people, and previously, before they put up that sign, their only way of keeping people out of here is when it got hot, they would put some caution tape around the perimeter here. And that simply was not enough. That sign does a good job, and there's another one over there, but they probably should have had some of that orange plastic fencing, and honestly they may still probably have to do that, because this is little kids we're talking about. This is in a neighborhood. Kids run around here safely, without their parents' supervision a lot. They're not going to stop to read something, and it sits near a school, so a lot of kids walk this way coming back from school. So like I said, unsupervised. Another area of interest here is the playground, and this is right here is what I want to draw a little bit of attention to. These are metal, and it's small children playing with them. So you could have a child playing on one of these, scooping sand, another child playing in the sandbox off of these, and somebody whacks him and he starts bleeding. And there is a sign over here that does say that it's designated for children 2 to 5, so that could easily happen. It also says adult supervision is required, which is a very good policy to have. But parents get distracted, and I don't know if that's enough really to keep them from potentially claiming liability toward the town of Cary for this. The swing set's another one. They have replaced some of the swings on this side so that all of them are seated. Everybody has to be strapped in. So even though it's unlikely that a serious injury would be caused from falling off any of these swings, they've taken all risk away over here. But over here they have free seated swings, so there's nothing really stopping anybody from falling out of the seat. There's a soft mulchy surface here, but again, somebody could fall off, potentially get hurt, and you never know what could happen after that, what kind of things they might try to claim. Another area of interest here is the basketball court. As you can see, they have these rims triple layered in case of people dunking, so that protects the goal, it protects people from falling, and if the rim breaks or anything. But that's not really why I'm here. I'm really here because you can see there's a lot of ditches in close proximity to this court. You can't really see it. There's one on the other side of this picnic table. And they're not super close, but they're close enough that somebody, and again, it's a lot of little kids. Somebody could go after a loose ball and then sudden drop off, roll an ankle, anything like that could happen. So they should probably have some signage somewhere that alerts people of the possibility of that, you know, be aware of the ditches or something, or maybe just put some sort of buffer. Here's the other one. This one's actually pretty steep right here, and it goes right into some trees. So they do a good job of keeping it fenced in on this far side, but they really should probably block it off on the other sides as well. I understand not wanting to fully enclose the court, but just alerting people to the dangers that might happen. This right here is probably the primary area of interest we're going to focus on. I'm not really going to go over toward the bridge, but the bridge is okay. That railing is probably about 5 feet tall. Not really something I would be worried about somebody falling off of, just because of how tall it is. Even somebody very tall, just it's pretty high. This spot right here is what I really want to talk about, and you can kind of see in the distance right there. I'm not going to go over there for obvious reasons, but that's an elementary school, and a lot of kids come through here after school that live in these surrounding neighborhoods walking home. This spot right here, as you can see, it looks like a beaten down path because kids come down here all the time. Not really blocked off, so here's your attractive nuisance, as we like to say, and I'll just take you down here to under the bridge. And this is not really a supervised area. But you can see as we're coming up here, we're gonna have a very steep fall, like right here. And I mean, just to kind of show you some of the stuff, there has been some vandalism here, but really, instead of addressing the fact that people are down here and they shouldn't be, the town of Cary has really just kind of come down and cleaned it up. And this is not a stable foundation right here. This used to be, I mean, where you see the water is, that's where this little drop off used to start. It used to, on this level, go all the way out to about where the water is, and then just immediately drop off into the water. They had some netting, but obviously that didn't work. The erosion kind of overcame that. And there used to be a big hole dug here. For whatever reason, they let that stay. But even though the hole is gone, it's still just as dangerous down here. You can see there's some rocks there. They really should try to clear up this path, put a fence, make the black little fence that they have going along the path, make that go the whole way up until that trail that I walked you through earlier. But they really should try to enforce not letting kids come down here. I mean, really, what purpose does it serve to let them come down here? It's nothing good can happen down here. They're unsupervised. You know, bullying could occur. I mean, it has, but this is just not a safe place for children to be without adults, or just in general. And you know, this is a very worn down path. I don't know if the camera's doing it justice, but it looks just as clear as the trails they have around here, the unpaved trails. So that'll do it for our risk management video here, and this is Sears Farm Park once again from Cary, and I thank you for watching.